What's up guys, and welcome back to the journey. My name is Roger. This is my first video in quite a while, so if you guys are still with me, or if you're new here, please leave a comment. Let me know you're still around or that you're a new subscriber. If you want to subscribe, if you like this video, welcome to the channel. But in this video, I'm just going to talk about, got a couple really cool cards come in for my swirl collection. I'm going to talk about what a swirl is on a Pokemon card, the Cosmos versus Galaxy foil patterns, and some of the modern foil patterns that are used today. And yeah, hope you guys really like this video. I'm going to show you guys a lot of cool vintage and modern cards. And I'm a swirl collector, so hopefully I can enlighten you guys on what that is, what that means, and why I collect swirl cards. So I'm going to turn this camera around. We're going to look at some really cool Pokemon cards, so let's get right into this. Alright guys, so here we are at the table. Before I show you guys a couple exciting cards that just came in the mail today, I'm going to kind of go over the basics of what the original foil patterns that were used, the Galaxy foil pattern and the Cosmos foil pattern, what the differences are, and then I'm going to show you guys some cards, kind of show you my collection, and I want to hear what you guys think, and if you guys have any swirl cards or what you guys like to collect in particular, because some people couldn't care less about swirls on cards. But let's get right into it. So basically, again, just a little explanation of what I'm talking about. The original English base set, as well as the jungle set and fossil that came after it, used what is most commonly referred to as the Galaxy foil pattern. Now, as you can see here, the foil pattern, what I'm talking about is in the picture box. See those sparkles? They kind of look like little stars. Some people call it also the star pattern. But I call it the Galaxy pattern. Basically, that's the pattern that is used on base set, jungle, and fossil in English. And this is very nostalgic for people, of course, and it's basically uniform throughout all the cards in those sets. They're going to look just like this. There's no variations. It just is that even starry pattern. And it's, you know, it's pretty basic, but you know, it's cool, it's nostalgic, like I said. And the Japanese sets, as well as Italian, I believe, French and Chinese, the other the foreign language sets, starting at base set, they use what is called the Cosmos foil pattern. Now this is a Nidoking from Japanese base set. This is a card I pulled here on the channel, and this one has the Cosmos pattern. As you can see, it's much more vibrant, I would say. I think it's a much more vibrant pattern, and it's kind of more random. It's not the even kind of stars as we see in the Galaxy pattern. So that's what we mean by the Galaxy versus Cosmos foil pattern. And I'm going to show you guys another Nidoking that I bought. This is one of the first cards I bought to start my swirl collection, and I love cards with unique swirls. So this one is right on the tip of that Nidoking's little horn there, and it's such a cool placement, I think. And but as you can see, it's a swirl, and you kind of move it in the light, and it kind of turns a little bit. But some cards have them, some don't. It's just random. Wherever the foil pattern at the factory, wherever it landed on the card, that's where it is. So some cards, you know, one might have it over here, one might be a little bit behind the body, one, the swirl is down here, but you can't see it because it's covered up by the other paper or ink or whatever they use. So it's just completely random. So there's swirls in different parts of different cards from sets, starting in base set for Japanese and the other foreign languages, as well as English sets. They actually started using, I believe, in base set 2, and then Team Rocket, the Gym Challenge series, and on from there in Neo. Here's an English from Neo, which also uses the same Cosmos foil pattern. It's another one that I bought. It's got a swirl. I don't know why it's not really showing up. Where is the swirl? Right there, right in front of its Feraligator's mouth there. Just another cool placement, I think. So just to give you an idea, that's Cosmos versus Galaxy. I personally am a huge fan of Cosmos. I just think it's more vibrant, and yeah, I love Japanese cards as well for that reason. Now, modern cards, here's a modern card. This is one of the cards I just got in today for my swirl collection, and this one is unique because not only does it have a swirl right there. Now this is not, it's similar to the old Cosmos pattern. I'm not sure if there's a particular name for it that they call it, but this is used on modern cards. I'm not sure when they first use it, but this is a Sword and Shield promo card from 2021, from this year. It's got a swirl right there, so you can see the swirl is a little bit different than the original base set. It's a little bit smaller, and yeah, but it's fairly similar to the Cosmos, the original Cosmos pattern. But this one's cool. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it show up here, but it's actually got a holo bleed, and the holo bleed has a swirl. Man, I can't get it to show up. There you can kind of see it. Got to turn it the right way, but there's a holo swirl right there. There it is. A holo swirl bleed. Now a holo bleed means that the holo pattern at how they do it at the factory, it's not just on the picture box, but the holo foil is actually under the ink or the paper, the top layer, throughout all the cards. And sometimes you can actually see the holo under the ink and paper on this part, which is the case here. So you can see that holo pattern throughout the whole card, and that's kind of an error, but I thought this one was so cool I had to get it. It's got that swirl there, the holo swirl bleed, which is really cool. And one more, a vintage card that's got such a unique swirl placement. If there's one place you want to have a swirl on this card, it's right here. And some cards are just meant to have a swirl in a certain spot. I'm probably sound weird. Some people couldn't care less, like I said, about swirls, but I just love it. I love unique placements of swirls. And this one, look at that, right there, just perfectly placed on this Kabutops from the 2006. Oh, man, I think it was, man, I'll put the name of the set on the screen here. But look at that, Kabutops, 2006, using that Cosmos foil pattern. Just such a perfect swirl placement. And just a unique card. I'll show you some of my other swirl cards from my collection. I showed you this for Alligator already with that swirl right there. There's that Clefairy, the Nidoking, which I showed you. And here's another modern card with a really cool swirl placement right there on the flame on his tail. So this is just like that Eevee card. It's using that same foil pattern, kind of the modern Cosmos foil. But that was such a cool one. I had to get that card. This Jumpluff from Neo, really cool right there. Got an Ampharos from not Dragon Frontier, somewhere in that 2005, but kind of a weird little placement there. This one's really cool. The Blastoise from the Pop series, cool swirl placement right there. I've got an Alakazam. That swirl right in front of his face, and that light, the light beam shining down. Just a perfect swirl placement again. And right here, got a Fearow from Gym Heroes with the swirl, if I can get it to show. His beak is kind of jabbing through the swirl, which is really cool. So that's why I love the Cosmos foil pattern, is just because it's so vibrant, so unique. You get those really cool swirls, the swirl placements. So yeah, that's a little breakdown of my swirl collection. I actually have cards getting graded right now. A few of them have truly incredible, unique swirl placements. So if you guys are excited like I am about swirls, if you guys want to see a really cool PSA return, I'm going to get about 100 cards back. And yeah, so make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you guys have any questions at all about any of this stuff, I will read and respond to all your comments. And again, just say hi if you could. It's my first video in a while. I'm actually going to shoot a couple more videos right now, so we got more content on the way. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys have an awesome day. Be good to each other, and remember, we're all on this journey together.